Horizon Gen, Swamp reaction. This is Holy effing S. And this is going in the history book. I guess these are the titles. Usually, titles are circulated in this channel. This is my channel, asmongold clips, obviously. I guess this is the first clip where I didn't know this, but Trump flew B-2 bomber over Putin. That shit takes balls. Most people I can think of would not be able to do that. Would not just do that. Obama, Biden, Bush, think of anyone. They would not do this. Trump is like, fuck it, I'm doing this. He bombed Iran with B-2 bombers just recently. And now he's doing this. That's a flex. And knowing how Putin works, mind game is a ace level thing when it comes to Putin. I remember he brought dogs when he met with Angela Merkel. That's her name, yeah, from Germany one day, right? Like he brought dogs just so he can manipulate the situation and see the expression on Angela Merkel's face. He puts this big ass table whenever he wants to meet people who he doesn't like much or doesn't align with, just to show like there's a big divide. He plays a lot of mind game when Putin is just at that level, and Trump doing this is like, I haven't watched this video yet. Obviously, I just clicked on it. I don't know what his reaction going to be, but this is going to be awesome. But does he gonna have any reaction or just like okay and just walk away? Will he have any reaction? I don't know. So this from the summit meeting that they had with Trump and Putin had. It was a disaster when it comes to for Trump. I know people defend it on the comment, but there is no defending it. Trump said, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to put million sanctions on Russia, I'm going to put million tariffs on India and other countries that support Russia, this and that. After that happened, you know what, ceasefire is not going to work. We're going to work toward peace thing. No sanctions on Russia, no tariffs on India. Like, really? People are like, okay, this is not, Trump is trying to do peace. People play dumb on the comments a lot. Okay, then don't flex so much. If you're going to backtrack at this level. Trump was flexing, and that's the problem. If you're going to flex, then flex, fucking flex. Don't backtrack. Don't take insane 180. And I know you want to defend Trump and like, okay, fine. Even I had like, people like, oh, CG is left. Left in which way? I'm not American. So my left would not make sense in American sense. I'm not anything when it comes to America. I just use my common sense. I've said pro-Trump thing many times. But when I see shit, I'm going to call out on it, right? And this was a disaster. You always play defense like, okay, you have to do something. Like, we have to work toward peace. And suddenly become this kind of like a simplistic defense whenever Trump fucks up. But when he doesn't, people are like, yeah, Trump this and that. Okay, do whatever you want, but this was an L. This was a big L. This is not how it's done. If you're going to backtrack, then you should have known like this shit was going to happen. And you shouldn't have flexed at this level. I don't know. This is going to be interesting. Let's watch this one.
What did he say?
He reacted. I didn't see that coming. He fucking reacted. The way he reacted is like, all right, you're doing this. All right. I didn't see that coming. Trump is such a wild card that Putin can't make his mind up like how Trump's gonna work. He's like, I guess you're doing that.
What did he say? He said, that's for you? Yeah, here we go. Trump just flew a B-2 stealth bomber over Putin's head. Look at this.
Which are those F-35s?
That's for you.
Those are F-22s, right? You know how fucked up it is? Like, older plane is getting so much love, but nobody gives a shit about F-22. I guess that's the power of stealth bomber, right? Imagine when B-21 comes out. What level of flex you're going to be able to do then?
Anyway, so, he didn't... I don't think Putin had a very good time.
Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Let's go.
He's amused. What you talking about?
What?
Let's go. Thank you, press. Thank you, press.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, why are these people asking questions? What is...
What are you talking about? He's having fun. He's amusing. Look at his facial expression. He's having a laugh.
this?
Thank you very much, Vladimir.
Next time in Moscow.
Oh, that's an interesting one. I don't know. I'll get a little heat.
Trump goes to Moscow.
To today would be saying she.
Dude, that's a flex by Putin. Okay, you're gonna fly B2 bomber over my head. Okay, next time when we have meeting, we're gonna have it in Moscow. That's an indirect thing. Like, I'm not gonna meet you in Alaska or ever again. Come to Moscow next time you wanna talk.
He would nominate you for a Nobel Peace Prize. I don't think he ever expected that happening.
Well, you know, I don't want to be involved in that sense, not because of her. It's very nice. If she said that, it's very nice. I really appreciate it, too.
Wait, Hillary Clinton said Trump. Wait, wait, what? Hillary Clinton will nominate Trump? Wait a minute. I've got to look something up here. What day is Hillary Clinton's day that she has to talk to the government about the Epstein files? It's in October, right? I think it's like October 10th or something. October 9th. So she's got a little bit under 2 months. Man.
Again, I like asmongold, but he makes up shit a lot of times. This is one of them, I guess, playing his bass or something. I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure Hillary said, I remember the tweet because it was like making news. If Trump brings peace and makes this deal go, which he didn't, obviously, I'm going to nominate him, which is a jab. Like, you're not going to be able to do it type of way. She doesn't literally mean like, I'm going to nominate you. It was a jab, like, you won't be able to do this type of shit.
Is that right?
It's not about like, oh, she's buttering him up so she doesn't get convicted or something. Even if she wants to do that, she knows that's not going to work. She's basically taking a jab. Now this is going to, I think this is about Zelensky's meeting.
Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you so much, Mr. President.
He said it.
If I can, first of all, thank
Please.
you for invitation and thank you very much for your effort.
This time he came with proper suit and everything, not a t-shirt.
Personal efforts to stop killing. Thank you.
As you listen to Russia and Ukraine, which side has the better cards?
Well, I don't want to say that. I'm just going
They're actually baiting him so hard. Who has the... They really want him to do it again.
This isn't my war. This is Joe Biden's war. He's the one that
Yep.
had a lot to do with this happening, and we want to get it ended.
Kinda. I don't want to say like Trump is wrong here. Joe Biden was president 2 years in and war happened. Like, you want to say like, oh, what does Biden have to do with anything? But kinda. Let's not pretend the US doesn't have power when it comes to global things and global politics. Especially when US literally have hands everywhere. Million bases, NATO, not just member, basically controlling NATO at certain level. Europe basically relies on US as well. So if you're a president, like, there should have been many signs where shit is going down and should have done something to make sure that that doesn't happen. You could say like, oh, Putin's an asshole and that he did the, like all these wars and shit. But Putin was saying like, no NATO for Ukraine, no NATO for Ukraine. NATO should have listened to that. Right? You say like, oh, just listen to the bully and back down. That's not how geopolitics works. We're talking about countries here. You could say like, what is morally right and wrong. In the end, what is the reality? War happened. A lot of people got fucked up. Should have done anything to prevent war. And most global politician knows this. Biden should have known that.
President Zelensky, are you prepared to keep sending Ukrainian troops to their deaths for another couple years, or are you...
Bro, this guy's questions are crazy.
It's not a question. You don't ask question like that. He's just point blank saying like, he's having emotions in the questions. You're gonna send your troops to die? This is like a Karen asking a question. It's not much of a question, is it?
Thank you for your question. So, first of all,
Thank you for your question. Yeah, right.
and we supported the idea of the United States, of personally of President Trump, to stop this war, to make a diplomatic way of finishing this war. I think this
That's
is
good
where
because I remember last time I think he said he wasn't on board with that. Like he didn't want to do that. Yeah, I could see this actually getting resolved at this point.
President Zelensky, you look fabulous in that suit.
I said the same.
Yeah, you look good.
President Zelensky, you chickened out. That's what that question is. That's what that is. Oh, you great at suit. Why did you wear suit? Immediately Trump knows like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. And Zelensky's like, oh, no, why am I here?
I said the same thing.
Yeah, looks good.
I said to the one that attacked you last time. See, now he's
I remember that.
Yeah, I apologize to you. You look wonderful.
So the same guy that was talking shit about not wearing the suit next time, now they're happy that he's wearing the suit. Oh my, he actually looks good in it. He does. He does. Things are looking like this could actually get resolved.
Upon peace, God willing we get peace, are you open to holding an election in your country?
Oh.
Yes, of course. We are open for election.
That's kind of stupid. When you're under war and getting invaded, and where there are bullet holes in your country in every houses, every country, including US, have this like national emergency element where like usually, like election is delayed. I know people say in World War II, US had election, but yeah, US wasn't directly invaded, right? It's a different thing. There is many issue of fuckery there, right? You can't provide stability in your own voting system when your country is under attack, right? And there are literal troops and people trying to harm your country. I know this is like also like, but is it democratic? The war drags out, the same guy drags out, that's a problem. I know, like, yeah, there's never good answers when you come to this level. It's all fucked up.
Yes.
During the war, you can't have elections. So let me just say 3.5 years from now. So you mean if we happen to be in a war with somebody, no more elections? Oh, that's good. I wonder what the...
Okay, it could be this. Trump is indirectly saying, I'm going to cause war so we don't have elections. But then again, that shit doesn't work. In order to have war, US Congress needs to sign up. President cannot do war. US works that way. I think this was a jab at Zelensky. Like, if you don't finish the war early, like, people are going to think like you're power hungry and doesn't want to have election. That's why you're dragging out the war. This was a jab in a way.
The N-word. You know what the N-word is? It's no.
Fucking say this. Exploit learned. I
don't think that's how it works. Again, Trump won't be able to do war unless he orchestrated in a way where certain places where he could chill out, he doesn't chill out. Certain things that he could do to cause peace but doesn't, and creates this connives this atmosphere where unrest become at a level, it becomes World War III, then it's a different thing. I don't think Trump wants to do that. Trump doesn't want to come in power where everything's threatened. He likes his golf courses more. He likes his Florida houses more than that shit. And World War III is kind of like you never know what's going to happen. So that's too much of a gamble. I don't see Trump doing that. I think that was jab at Zelensky, not like, oh, I'm gonna war before third term or shit like that. I don't know. Right, well, that was asmongold News Network. Shit happened. There you go. I don't know where this is gonna go. I don't know what's happening with Zelensky and Trump. What's the point of this meeting? Is anything come out of this? Nothing came out of Putin meeting. Putin's not gonna do shit. Putin's not gonna meet again with Trump. That's for damn sure. Unless Trump goes to Moscow now, because Putin has to flex now after that B2 stunt. Yeah, we'll see, I guess. All right, I'll see you next time.